Hey guys, welcome to the next video on Redis tutorial for beginners. In the last few videos, we have seen how we can download and install Redis on our Windows, Linux and Mac operating system. Now, further videos I will be making on my Linux operating system, that is my Ubuntu operating system, because most frequently this Redis server is installed on a Linux machine and it's used from a Linux machine, so it will be more appropriate to go further with this Linux operating system. But all the command which I will be using on this Linux operating system using the command line are applicable on the Windows terminal also and the Mac terminal also. So the command will not change, and you just need to start the Redis server and Redis CLI on your Windows or Mac OS and then follow these instructions which I'm giving on my Ubuntu operating system. So if you are on Windows or Mac, you just need to follow the same steps. You just need to open two terminals on your operating system. It can be Mac or it can be your Windows and of course the Linux. And on one terminal you just need to start the Redis server. So I'm going to just start the Redis server here, and on the other one you just need to start the Redis CLI. Okay, so looks simple, right? The same step you need to do on your Windows or your Mac. Okay, so once our server is running, we can minimize this and start working to interact with this server using the Redis CLI. Okay, now let's start with the data types which are there in Redis, and then we will see how we can use one of the data type, which is string. So basically there are 5 data types which we can use in Redis, and as I already told you that Redis is a key value storage, so the key is a printable ASCII, right? And it can be up to 512 megabyte, so it can take a really big key, for example, and it should be a printable ASCII. And then we can see the data types of values. So the values can be strings and then the containers of strings, so they can be hashes or lists or sets or sorted sets, right? So the key are printable ASCIIs. We can use printable ASCIIs for keys, and for values we can use strings, hashes, lists, sets and sorted sets, right? And this Redis string can be up to 512 megabytes. Okay, now let's start with the practical example. So we will start with the basics, and we will try to set some values and get some values. So for example, I have set some values already to this Redis server. So what I will do is, to get all the keys which are set, you just need to write keys and then the pattern, which is asterisk here. So asterisk is a wildcard, and it's going to search all the keys which are saved in your database and then give you the result. So for example, I have set 2 keys, which is name and name2, and it has given me both the keys which I have saved, right? So in order to see all the keys which are saved in your Redis database, you just need to write keys and asterisks, right? Now, as I already told you that to set some value as a string, you just need to use set and then a key. For example, in this case I'm going to write name3 because name and name1 is already set, so I'm going to just set the third key, which is name3, and then I'm going to give some name, right? And then press enter, and then once again I will just write keys asterisk, and now I can see there are 3 keys stored in my database, right? So set is to set a string value, And as you have already guessed from my previous videos, I've shown you this command, which is get command, and whatever key you will write here, it will give you the value of that key, which is mark in this case, right? In the same way, you can do name2, get name2, and it's going to give you the value of name2. Okay, so get and set, we are already clear. Now there is a delete command, del. Okay, so using a del and the key name, we can delete some key value pair. So for example, I want to delete name2 for now, and then I will just press enter. It's going to give me the number of keys affected, and in this case there is only one key with the name2. And now when I just do this command, which is keys asterisk, now it just gives me two values, which is name and name3. And because name2 key is already deleted, so I will not see this name2 again, right? In the same way, for example, I want to delete name3 key, then also I can do del and then name3 and then press enter, and I can see the result, one key affected, and then now only one key left, which is name. Okay, so this is how you can delete some value, right? Now let's set these names once again. So for example, name Tom, and once again do the get, for example, get name. Now you will see that the key value of name is overwritten with the name Tom. So previously the value of name was Mark, you can see here, and now it's Tom. So whenever you set the value of previously set key, then whatever value you will give for this key will be overwritten, right? So value will be overwritten for that key. Now for example, if we want to delete all the values which are stored in our Redis database, then we can use flush all command. So for example, I will set some more values to see this example. For example, name2 is equal to John, and then I'm going to give name3 is equal to Max. So now we have three names, so we can just give keys and asterisk to see that. So we have three keys stored, right? Now for example, I want to delete all these keys, then I can give flush all. So just write flush all command, and then it's going to delete all the values. So it says okay, and then once again when we give keys asterisk, then you can see empty list or set. So all the values are deleted using flush all command. So these are some of the most frequently used commands which we can use with the strings. In the next video also we will see some of the more commands which we can use with the string values. So stay tuned and please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.